Let's talk about Donald Trump. He's, of course, unlike any leader the world has ever seen before, and this is a new one for any president in the White House. He has his mugshot from when he was indicted in Georgia in 2023, and it is framed in the Oval Office. Brittney, what do you make of this? I suppose it's no doubt a reminder to him about everything he had to fight against just in order to run for president again.
I mean, it's comical. And I also think it's a big F you to those who keep saying, oh, you elected a felon, you elected a felon. Yeah, yes, we did. But you know what? This felon is absolutely doing exactly what and why we voted for him. So I do think it's a tongue-in-cheek kind of, but that's so him, right? I mean, he is just a big middle finger to anyone and everyone who is a critic of his. And so I'm not shocked, I'm not surprised. And I think it's quite hilarious, to be honest.
He's brought humour back to the White House. Absolutely. I love it. No one else does it like Donald Trump. No other politician compares when it comes to humour.
He just doesn't care.
No, he doesn't. And it's, it's why so many people love him, right? He says it how it is.
Right.
Finally, I want to talk to you about the Middle East. The US Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, has made a visit to Israel. He's declared that Hamas must be destroyed. And speaking in Jerusalem just after meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu, he said that the release of the remaining hostages was not optional. It's so good to hear that. He also praised Trump's plan for the US to take control of Gaza. And the meeting came after a shipment of around 2,000-pound bombs withheld by the Biden administration arrived in Israel, which is, of course, a sign of how the Trump administration is pursuing a different policy in the Middle East. But there were 3 more hostages freed on Saturday. That was as part of the original ceasefire agreement. What's your assessment of how the Trump administration is handling the situation in the Middle East so far?
Right. And as you know, I pride myself of being a Jewish American Zionist, meaning I believe Israel has every right to exist. And all I can say is finally, we have some leadership to try and get this straightened out. Today marks 500 days. 500 days that the hostages have been held captive. So, and that's still including some Americans. So we need this. We need to see this. We need to put a lot of, stronghold over Hamas, which, let's remind your viewers, is a internationally declared terrorist organization. So, for people to think that this could just stop or end with Israel, no. They'll do this to other places. The West is next, as so many people say. So Hamas definitely, absolutely needs to be stopped. But first and foremost, we need to get those hostages back to their families. And hopefully Trump is, tightening this and going to, fix this, and the war ends soon. Because I think no matter what side you're on, everyone is ready for this war to be over.
Absolutely. Independent journalist Brittney Hopper, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. So great to speak with you.
Thank you.